From a little birdie, I heard Buddy home already.
And because Davis just bonded out of the Eternal Guilford Night Center just moments ago.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis had made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail.
The woman's upper lip, on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with 25 knockouts, and he has been training for a January 7th fight in D.C. against Hector Luis Garcia. All reports that I've seen that fight will still take place. This has been a Kendrick Sports Social 60-second report. I'm Kendrick. You all have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you on the other side. I'm out.
Gervonta Davis remains under heavy attention as new legal problems have put the boxing star back in the spotlight just weeks before his planned return to the ring. This latest situation has focused on his Florida home and followed his arrest in Miami Beach on July 11, 2025, after a weeks-long investigation into an incident that was reported to have happened at a private residence in Doral, Florida. Authorities stated that the case involved a police report, video evidence provided by a family member, and a warrant that eventually resulted in Davis being taken into custody.
I have been covering suspects bonding out of jail here for several years. I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our questions.
Davis was found in Miami Beach after an automated license plate reader identified his vehicle. Officers then took him into custody and transported him to the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center, where he was booked and processed. Authorities later confirmed that he was released on July 8th after posting bond. Neither during his arrest nor after his release did Davis address the media. Video footage showed him leaving the facility wearing a hood and mask before getting into a waiting vehicle without making any comments.
I mean, everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic thing, man, but I hope that, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his ex-girl, his kid's mother, can get things together. And
the Florida property connected to the reported incident has now become a key part of the ongoing legal situation. Although authorities have not released many details about the investigation, sources close to the case say law enforcement carried out standard procedures at the residence. There has been no confirmation of any additional search warrant beyond what was connected to the original matter. Still, the fact that the private property is involved in an active legal case has attracted major public attention. This marks the second time in less than 3 months that Davis has been held at the Turner Guilford Night facility. Back in May, he served a brief jail sentence tied to an earlier case in Maryland involving a 2020 traffic incident, which led to house arrest and community service.
Why didn't you bring me out a passport? I asked to see your daughter. You said, no, I don't want her to see the police.
I showed you.
You did, but I wanted to see her. And now I'm going to have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby. The 4-year-old.
After Davis was found to have broken the conditions of that agreement, a judge changed his sentence and ordered him to serve time in jail instead. He later turned himself in and completed the sentence at the Miami-Dade jail, the same facility where he was recently booked for the new Florida case. The latest arrest is connected to an alleged incident on June 15th, which was Father's Day. Police stated that Davis went to a residence in Doral to pick up his 2 children, and a disagreement reportedly occurred during the visit. A family member who was there provided video footage to investigators. After reviewing the footage and additional statements, authorities moved forward with the case, leading to the issuance of a warrant
by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, it states Davis arrived to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's Doral home and during that process struck her in the back of the head. An investigator said he then proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a minor laceration to the inner area of her lip. Police said the victim was treated at Baptist Hospital where officers responded, but Davis was nowhere to be found.
Miami Beach arrest happened several weeks later after Davis's vehicle was identified by the city's automated license plate recognition system. These systems operate on major roads and scan license plates connected to active warrants. After receiving the alert, officers stopped the vehicle, confirmed the warrant through dispatch, and took Davis into custody. He was transferred to the jail facility without resistance and remained there until bond was posted. Court documents show that Davis is expected to appear in Miami-Dade County Court on July 29th. The judge's decision could determine whether he faces travel restrictions or other conditions while the case continues. The legal situation has also created uncertainty around his plans for his upcoming fight.
Allegedly hit an unidentified woman on the right side of her head with a closed hand slap. The report also says this strike caused a small abrasion to the inside of the woman's upper lip on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with 25 knockouts, and he has been trained.
Davis had been preparing for his comeback fight on August 16th in Las Vegas. He was reportedly in advanced talks for a rematch with WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr., who had recently won the title through a close decision victory. The fight was expected to be a major pay-per-view event, although official promotional material had not been released yet. Several reports indicated that the bout was moving forward toward completion. However, the recent arrest has created uncertainty around those plans. So far, Davis's team, legal representatives, and promotional partners have not made any public statements about the situation.
Please help me. Be a transfer for Parkland. It's pinging at. I need help, please. I'm trying to go home. I have my baby in the car and he attacked me in front of the kids.
Okay, ma'am, repeat the address.
Messing up my tires.
Ma'am.
I need help, please.
Ma'am, repeat the address. I need to send units to you. I need the address.
Please help me. He's gonna kill me.
Ma'am, what's the address?
Please.
I can't send.
This situation is different from previous incidents, where Davis's representatives usually released statements or provided updates about his status. This time, his team has chosen to stay completely silent. Davis has also avoided public appearances and has remained inactive on social media since July 8th. The lack of communication has increased curiosity about what may be happening behind the scenes. Although Davis has faced legal issues before, this is the first time one of his private properties has become such a major focus of attention. The Doral residence is privately owned and was not previously linked to his public image. However, because law enforcement mentioned the address in official case documents, the property became part of the investigation process and received increased attention.
Lex says the charge he is facing is battery with domestic. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children, that according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her.
The past few years, Davis has faced several legal matters, with many leading to fines, probation, or short jail sentences. In 2020, he was involved in a widely reported traffic incident in Baltimore that ended with a guilty plea. Court records stated that the incident involved multiple people being injured. After initially receiving a sentence that included home detention, he was later ordered to serve jail time after authorities said he violated the conditions of his release. He completed that sentence earlier this year, and his return to training was viewed by many as a possible fresh start.
Come out, you know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic thing, man, but I hope that, you know, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his girl, ex-girl, his kid's mother, you know what I mean, can get things together. And
Davis was seen in several training sessions, with videos of him sparring and working on the pads starting to spread online in June. At the time, reports suggested that he was discussing 2 possible fights before the end of the year, including one in August and another potential bout in December. The planned rematch with Lamont Roach was viewed as the most important part of that comeback schedule.
His legacy, the kind of fighter, you know, he's been touted to be and where he's at now, and the impact things like this have on your career.
Well, if you were to compare the arrest rate over the years for prominent boxers with the arrest rate for the average American citizen or citizen of the world, you'll find that the boxers tend to be arrested at a higher rate.
State and national boxing commissions have not made any official comments about the situation so far. The WBA, which oversees the title Davis is targeting, has not suspended him or released any update regarding his status. Showtime and PBC, companies previously involved with his promotions, have also remained silent since the arrest and have not issued any statements. No official message has been shared on Davis's behalf through any verified platform. His court appearance on July 29th is expected to provide more clarity about what happens next. If the judge places travel restrictions, his plans for a Las Vegas fight could be affected. However, if Davis is allowed to continue traveling while the case moves forward, the bout may still happen. For now, there has been no announcement of a cancellation, but promotional activities have not started again either.
He said they was called to his baby mama house on Father's Day due to Tank Williams had just stopped by to pick up the kids and left something that they wanted to see, man. The woman said Tank came over and as usual, he's an aggressive, threatening person.
Rural property remains part of the official record only because it is connected to the original incident report. No other agencies have publicly confirmed any additional actions involving the residents, and investigators have not revealed whether further visits or follow-ups are expected. For Davis, this situation has placed his career on hold once again. In the past, he has managed to overcome legal setbacks and return to training quickly. However, this time the situation comes at a more difficult moment, with an important fight ahead and a court appearance scheduled just 2 weeks before it.
He ended up getting arrested for allegedly slapping Vanessa during a custody exchange way on Father's Day, bro. Now Vanessa's mom actually ran outside and recorded part of the incident. The video doesn't show the slap itself, but it does show Gervonta throwing some little box at her or something like that.
Career commitments and legal matters are now moving forward at the same time, and either one could impact the other in the weeks ahead. Davis's team has not confirmed whether he has returned to training or taken a break from camp. No new training videos or gym footage have appeared since the arrest. For now, fans and promoters are waiting for the Miami court hearing to see if any conditions placed on Davis will affect his planned return to the ring.
There was something in his eye and the referee allowed him to get that. So, yeah, Davis is one of those guys. He's a very good fighter, but a bit of a frustrating career. He's avoided some of the best fighters, and unfortunately, that rematch that Lamont Roach really, genuinely deserved, because he should have got his hand raised the first time, but there you go. So they were scheduled to have a rematch, and unfortunately, that rematch has now been...
Roach also shared his thoughts on Davis's situation through social media. After Davis was booked in South Florida, Roach posted, "What I tell y'all SMH," which became his first public reaction as news of the arrest spread online. Although the message was brief, the timing suggested that Roach believed something like this could disrupt the build-up to their rematch. A few hours later, he followed up with a more serious message, saying he hoped Davis had not done what he was accused of and that he would not wish jail on anyone, whether he liked them or not. The post quickly gained attention among boxing fans and media outlets. For a moment, the usual fight promotion and rivalry talk took a backseat as Roach recognized the seriousness of the situation Davis was facing.
A new video here, you can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his t-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting for him.
Later explained that, to his knowledge, the August 16th fight date is still moving forward. In a follow-up social media post, he said he had heard Davis was already home and that the fight remained scheduled, with only the official announcement still pending. This became the first sign from either side that the plans for the rematch were still being kept alive behind the scenes after the arrest. So far, Davis's team has not released any statement about the situation or explained whether the July 29th court date could impact his travel or promotional duties. Meanwhile, Roach has continued his training camp without changes. His team, including promoter Gary Jonas, is reportedly handling things as normal, with no cancellations, date changes, or interruptions to preparation.
Friend said that he hit her and the kid or something, And then like a few days later, so it's all over the news, TMZ, domestic violence, Gervonta Davis, right? And everyone sees that bad hit piece. And then she comes like 3-4 days later and is like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't true, I was in a bad place. And you're not gonna see it's not gonna go as viral.
It doesn't, because I didn't hear about that.
Exactly. So now you have.
So let me tell you something right now, Bradley. The girls that come out and do that and they get proven, basically the girls getting proven wrong and guilty, they deserve to go to jail.
Mood around the boxing world has changed noticeably since the news broke. While many fighters and trainers have chosen not to comment publicly, a few well-known figures have spoken out. Oscar de la Hoya, in particular, delivered a direct message to Davis during a YouTube appearance shortly after the incident. He told Davis to get your mind together, and the clip quickly spread across boxing media platforms. De la Hoya's team did not provide any further explanation, and he did not specify whether his comments were about the recent Florida case or Davis's previous legal troubles. However, the timing of the message made the meaning clear to many fans. The message was simple. It is time for Davis to make better decisions.
The kind of person who thinks that you have to look at both sides of the story, right? It's not always men are abusive, period. What is the woman doing to cause this abuse? And obviously abuse is never okay, but let's just look at what he has to say to defend himself. Now, I'm so sorry for the graphic picture. I'm just going to show it really quick, but he says that she put poop on his toothbrush and spit on his face. Now, again, abuse is never okay, but he sounds like a victim as well. What do you guys think? Let me know.
Frank Martin, who faced Davis earlier this year, also spoke about the situation during a training session in Indianapolis. While discussing the potential rematch, Martin said he believed it would be a great fight and added that Davis could possibly stop his opponent this time. He avoided giving his opinion on the legal issues, but made it clear that he believes Davis can stay focused when it is time to compete. Martin did not say whether he had spoken with Davis or anyone from his team, but many fans viewed his comments as a sign of support and confidence that Davis could continue moving forward despite the challenges outside the ring.
Tank Davis allegedly put doo-doo stain on his toothbrush. That is never an excuse to put your hands on a woman, but why would you do that to a man? That's kind of gross. Now, this is the 6th time that Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested in the last 7 years. Now, the last time he was arrested was on June 1st of 2023 when he violated the terms of his house arrest involving a hit-and-run case in 2020. Some people are now saying that Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested more times.
Another well-known figure who spoke shortly after the arrest was Bernard Hopkins. In a brief YouTube interview, Hopkins talked about how repeated distractions can damage the career of even the most talented fighters, although he did not mention Davis by name. Known for emphasizing discipline and protecting one's legacy throughout his own career, Hopkins said that talent alone is not enough if a fighter continues making choices that put them in difficult situations. While his comments were not directly about the Davis case, many fans and observers felt the timing and message were clearly connected to the situation.
For him to be out face first and forward.
Mr. Frazier.
No, I gotta agree with Luther. You ever hear of Thugalicious? Those are women who love thugs. They love to get choked, beat, kicked, and they keep going back. And that's what it is. Yeah, you know. Hey, listen.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Stop him. We're not going to do that. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he's innocent. Tank is innocent.
Reddit's Reboxing community, news of the arrest quickly sparked major discussion. A thread titled, "Tank Arrested Again, Fight Off," gained hundreds of comments within the first 24 hours. Some fans said they had already made travel plans for the Las Vegas fight week, while others debated whether possible court restrictions could prevent Davis from traveling across state lines. So far, no such restrictions have been announced, and the Miami court hearing remains the only confirmed legal date. Fans also pointed out that major boxing organizations, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF, have not released any statements about Davis's status, boxing license, or eligibility. That silence has drawn attention because of Davis's history as a major pay-per-view fighter and world title headliner. The WBA's schedule still shows the August 16th weekend as a pending event, but no fighters have officially been listed yet.
With domestic, and you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children, that according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids from her Doral home.
Davis himself has remained completely silent throughout the situation. There have been no tweets, Instagram live sessions, or interviews from the boxer. For someone who is normally active on social media during fight preparation, this sudden absence has increased speculation around the case. Even his training partners, who often share behind-the-scenes moments from camp, have stayed quiet since the arrest. There have been no new videos from Upton Gym, no fresh pad work clips, and no updates from Calvin Ford, who usually shares regular progress from training. This silence has created mixed reactions among fans. Some believe it is a deliberate move to avoid making public statements while the legal process continues, while others think Davis may be handling a bigger situation privately. One thing is certain: the usual fight promotion, including teasers, face-off content, and promotional build-up, has not started. That is unusual for such a major event, especially with less than 5 weeks remaining before fight night.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is, she locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad.
At the same time, boxing outlets such as Boxing News 24 and Fight Hype have continued following the story, mainly looking at how the arrest could affect the fight schedule, media commitments, and licensing situation. Most reports have not suggested that the August 16th event has been postponed or cancelled, but they have highlighted the uncertainty surrounding any possible court restrictions Davis may face. Analyst Paulie Malignaggi also shared his thoughts during a recent post-fight show, saying that if Davis has a court appearance before the fight, that matter would have to come first. However, he added that if Davis clears the legal process, fans should not be surprised if the fight moves ahead as planned. Malignaggi also noted that promotional delays happen often and that Davis's legal team may already be working to make sure he can meet any travel requirements.